If you're a type A mama, you probably hold it all together for everyone. But inside, you're running on stress, pressure, and perfectionism. You're the planner, the fixer, the organizer. You do it all. But that constant mental load, it is so exhausting. Here's the thing, you don't need to change who you are. You just need the tools to protect your peace while still showing up as the powerful, driven woman and mama that you are. So today in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 3 ways to help you to better manage that overwhelm without compromising your brilliance. So let's do this, beautiful. I want you to actually start to realize that not everything deserves your energy. We need to start understanding and knowing and acting in accordance with what actually matters. Because as a type A, it's so easy to turn everything into a priority. Every single little thing. And not necessarily every single little thing in your life, but every single little thing in everyone's lives. Okay, so someone comes to you with a request, someone comes to you, can you just do this for me? Can you do that? You know what it's like, ask a busy person. And you're like, oh, you can't say no. You don't want to be rude. You don't want to turn them down. You don't want to let people down. So it's like, okay, it's just this little thing. But then when it piles up and up and up and up with all those different requests, you're overwhelmed and nothing's for you. Not everything deserves your energy. What I need you to start understanding is you are so valuable. Your life force, your energy is the most valuable thing in this planet. And that life force energy needs to be shared, it needs to be expended, it needs to be invested in a way that allows balance for you. So, if, like me, in the past, mostly, it still happens today, and as a mama, you're never fully going to get away from this. But when people ask and put so many demands on you, it's about having boundaries. So each morning, or even better, like the night before, you're going to ask yourself, what are my top 3 priorities? These are the only things that must get done. Must. Everything else, bonus. Amazing if you do, but give yourself permission to leave things undone on purpose. So that's the key. Understanding, yeah, it would be amazing if everything else got done, and it would be amazing if everyone else's stuff got done, but really, not everything deserves your energy. And that energy you have is finite. So use it wisely, beautiful, because if not, it will start to impact upon you. Your well-being, your health, your happiness, and you're just going to end up feeling drained, overwhelmed, chronically, and actually resentful. Because you'll see, funnily enough, sometimes it's the people that are very, very capable and the people who actually really have the time that are not doing the things that would ideally, be best done by themselves. It's like, why is it that people are happy to always overload someone who's super busy because they see you as so capable? They think you're going to do a better job. And that's another aspect of it as well. It's like, don't go over and above what you can give. It's actually a detriment to yourself. Okay, but let's move on from there because, again, short, snappy, I want to leave you with some value that you can just take and go and practice. So what I would love you to do is, I know that you want to fill every moment with productivity, I know it's so tempting. I know that when you wake up early, you've got organised, you've got things, you've got time, and you're like, but I could do this, but I could do that. I want you to start creating white space for yourself, because overwhelm thrives in a crowded mind. When you start to schedule white space into your day, even if it's just 15 minutes, just 30 minutes, where nothing is planned, it just lets your nervous system rest. And I know it's so tempting to think, well, if I just cram this in here, if I just cram that in there, then I'll get an earlier night, then I'll get this. But you know it's never going to happen. You're never going to go for it. You're always going to find something else to do. There is always something else to be done. So understand how valuable your nervous system actually is. And what you're doing by never resting is you're putting your body into a perpetual overdrive state, where your body can't relax, where your body has no other option but to continue producing stress hormones to keep you going. And that will impact on your body in a very negative way. So let your nervous system rest. Even better, just get outside. Not even that you're like, oh, I'm planning a hike, I'm planning a walk, I'm planning this. No, just do it with intention in the moment. I've got white space, I'm going outside, see what happens. Move your body, do breath work. It doesn't need to be like, I am going to the gym, I am going to Pilates. It can just be, this is white space. Gym is gym. White space is free. You'll come back clearer, sharper, calmer. I know me. If you heard in one of my last episodes, I was like, right, I'm finally going to get back into the gym. This is going to be so great. I'm going to get time for me. But what's actually ended up happening is I've ended up going to the gym, like, it takes 10 or however minutes to get there. Find a parking space, get in there, go to the gym, and I'm there for 10 minutes. My husband will call me saying, the baby's woken up. And I'm like, oh, are you serious? So that valuable space that I had when he was sleeping is being used up by traveling, by getting organised, all of that. I mean, even if I'm organised, I'm ready to go, I'm literally ready to leave, that time there and back is being used up, and I'm like, is this really the best time? Is this really a good time? Am I going to have to wait until my children are back at school? Maybe. So create time and use it in a smart way. I mean, I'm sitting here right now beside me. I have got a full setup of gym equipment. I have dumbbell, barbells, all the things I need, yoga mat, all that I need. A big TV to watch a YouTube video and exercise with. I don't need to be going out. I thought it would be great for me, and you do need to try things to see what works for you. But I thought, oh, this is great. I'm finally getting back to all the activities that I used to enjoy. And I'm like, I'm not giving myself enough space. I'm just trying to cram everything in to every pocket of space that I have. And that is not serving me. Because what it's actually doing is giving me an additional weight on top of me. Okay? And that is obviously a metaphor. I'm talking about the gym, but it's giving me added weight to carry around, thinking about, oh, now I have this gym membership. Now I have to go. Now I don't want to, waste that opportunity that I have. But I'm giving myself more work to do and more stress, when I could actually have just committed to some time at home with the fitness regime. And okay, I'm not going to be socialising the same, I'm not going to be getting out the same, but at what cost? Okay, so create white space for you where you can, that's less white space for me. So let's move on, okay, to the last point for today. Now, this is so hard for me to say, and I get it, but delegate and drop. You don't have to do it all. Let others help you, even if it's not perfect. Now, this is one of the biggest, trickiest things for me, okay? So if you can't delegate, then drop. But if you have other people in your life who can support you in some way, who can help you without making everything chaos, because some people like to help, they like to say they're helping, and really it's just creating more chaos and more fallout for you to pick up afterwards. If people are actually able to help you, if you're able to get some help from the outside, if you're able to take on somebody to help you, and it would really make a big difference with housework, with childcare, with meal prep, with whatever it may be, give it a try. Do it on a trial, see how it works. And make sure that, it's really quite tricky sometimes, because like I said before, somebody might think they're helping you. Some people might think, oh, I'll come and I'll help. And really, it's just causing more craziness. If that is the case, that's not helping. That's not taking the weight off you. That's adding to it. That's giving you more stress. So make sure that you've got the right team around you that actually can help. Okay, so delegate and drop. If you can't do that, then you're going to have to drop some things. So decide what isn't important. Is it that you're dragging your kid along to a club for the sake of it that they don't even want to go to, that's taking up an extra hour of your life every week? Is it that you have have you got this insanely cluttered house that you just need to get rid of some things, you need to clear out so that weight is being lifted? What is it that you need to drop? Because some things can just go. Trust me, some things can just go. Like that, for me, that membership might just have to go. And what's the reason? You might be sitting there like me thinking, I've got this membership, I'm never using it. I could just be doing a Pilates video at home. I just could be doing a walk outside like how I always used to do. That's taking up so much less of my mental brain space. All that mental clutter. So I could just let it go. What's the problem here? Why am I resistant to that? Oh, because you started something and you're already realizing a month later that it's not going to work. And you're like, oh, I'm going to cancel this just a month into it. That's all it's about really for me. It's oh, they're just going to think you're making excuses. Well, the truth is I'm a mama, and so who cares? I'm not somebody who needs to be in the gym. I'm an outdoorsy person, a fit and healthy person, and I have all the equipment that I need at home. Unfortunately, I'm not going to get to do the socialising and having the fun and all of that at the moment, but that's because I need to put my family first. So what can you say that's like that? What can you say whereby you've been doing it and you're keeping maybe up appearances, or you're just going forward but it's not actually for you? Because remember, you don't have to give an explanation. You're not lazy. You're prioritizing sanity. And that trumps everything else. Remember, you're still the powerhouse. You've always been. But power doesn't mean pressure. It means presence. So if you're ready to offload the stress, if you're ready to reconnect with your feminine power, then grab the Spark activation in the description. It is a deeply personal video that will help you to shift out of burnout and back into alignment. And I created that specifically for women just like you, who don't have the power team behind them, who need that support, who desperately just are craving somebody to be there in their corner, to back them, to help them to see the tiny tweaks that you can actually make that will transform your life literally overnight. Some clients of mine have come away from one session feeling like they are capable of everything that they're ready to achieve. Feeling like this huge sense of relief just after that one session, because the clarity that they have found has just helped them to go to next level. And the strength that you can feel when someone lifts that weight off of your shoulders, it's just priceless. Sometimes you just need to know you're powerful, you're capable, and you need a bit of clarity. You can find out so much more about the spark activation below in the description. But aside from that, I would love to ask you to like, to subscribe, to make sure that you are following the channel, because I am uploading Monday to Friday daily wisdom, motivation and inspiration for you to live your very best life as a mama. So I want you to have an amazing day. Make sure you have liked the video, you've put your comments below, because I read them all and very much value hearing where you're at in your journey. And I hope to see you in the spark activation. See you in the next one.